Hey everybody, and welcome to Sports Central. I'm Mark Jackson, my co-host. The guy with the hat and the sunglasses next to me, Mr. Ryan Buckley. And Ryan, hey, this is kind of a special treat for us. Every single year we get the chance to come down shores of Lake Morton right before Mayfair. That is one of the premier events in Polk County, arts and cultural event, but we're kind of combining arts, culture, and sports today.
Yeah, absolutely. And how funny, I was just walking down the street, you pulled me over, I stopped in, boom, here I am hosting with you. So
Yeah, what were you planning?
Good to be here. It's good to be on the show, and also good to have the Hilton Garden Inn Lakeland, the segment sponsor here for our first segment, kicking off, as you mentioned, a very special edition of Sports Central.
Absolutely. We have two special guests, as mentioned earlier, Leslie Norman and Joy Williams. They're Mayfairies. Almost said tooth fairies. Well, there's they bring surprises regardless. And welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Well, this show is no stranger to you, ladies. You're kind of old vets. And, we're a beautiful day today, mid-80s. And tomorrow and Sunday are promising to be very nice days as well. Talk to us about Mayfair by the Lake. This is an awesome event. Love it every single year. And, I can hardly wait.
Well, good. This is our 50th anniversary, if you can believe that. And we are excited to welcome 158 artists from around the country to Lake Morton to show their artistic ability and give mothers a chance to celebrate Mother's Day this weekend. So we're very excited.
You know, Ryan, this is kind of a special weekend for a lot of ways. Mother's Day, of course, huge day.
Absolutely.
And Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby. I'll be in the 5K, the Mayfair 5K, so that active sports side as well. So definitely a lot going on this weekend. Joy, you mentioned artists coming, to Polk County. A couple examples of, where people are traveling from. How far out are they coming, to be on site?
Well, we've got people coming all the way from Colorado, I think, and even one from Canada this year, which is, I think, one of our first artists from Canada. So we're excited, but we have them come from all over the country.
Well, it's funny, you mentioned Canada because, they've been in a pretty strict lockdown and all of this. They're just starting to join us in reality now, especially here in lovely Florida, thanks to Governor DeSantis. But the fact of the matter is, this is now become an international event, and that's a feather in your hat, if you will. But how do artists qualify? Because you just can't just show up and say, "Oh, I'm going to do an oil painting today," and open up a booth. There's a qualification process. How does that work?
The artists apply on this application, and it's online. They submit artwork, and we have a jury process, and 5 jurors score them, and once the high scores come in, those scores are invited to come to the show. And those are the artists you'll see around the lake of all the different mediums. And every year it's a competitive
Pretty
group.
Competitive, yes.
So I got a competition going on here.
Yeah.
That kind of qualifies as sports. And
I'm just assuming my application got lost. No problem at all. We'll pick it back up next year.
Does every year.
I'm waiting for one day it doesn't get lost. You can probably hear around us a lot of hustle and bustle and moving parts, to get the event ready for tomorrow. Talk a little bit about, obviously, the artists, the exhibitors, but what else can people expect? This is a massive takeover here at Lake Morton. What compromises the entirety of the event? What can people expect when they show up to the site?
Well, we have, as I said, 156 artists coming, and they are all around Lake Morton Drive, and so we've got all the art to see. We also have a expanded children's area this year right in front of First United Methodist Church in the area we call the Triangle. And so we have art activities, we have tattoo, airbrush artists coming, stilt walkers, and a new program that we call Kids Collect this year, where children can go into a kids-only tent, so no parents allowed. And the artists are going to be donating some of their artwork to this kids-only tent, and the kids can go in and purchase art of their own liking from this tent. And then the proceeds from that tent will go to our summer camp programs at the Polk Museum of Art.
Okay, so the event's sponsored by the Polk Museum of Art. You've run it for 50 years now, half a century. I mean, that really is an amazing feat, particularly in today's environment. But one of my favorite parts, and certainly a fan favorite, is a group of, we can call you celebrities, the Mayfaire.
I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to hear what this is.
I couldn't get May fairies out of my mouth. I kept wanting to say tooth fairies, really, really bad. But fact of the matter is the tooth fairies, May fairies have been around. Man, we got it rolling today, I'm telling you. Need to go over to Mr. Fish over here, grab something to eat.
What a spot. I got something to go. Oh, yeah.
I'm just making Polk County great again, Mr.
One
Buckley.
step at a time.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you got that right. Tell us about the May fairies. Go ahead, Leslie.
Well, Joy and I both, we work for the Polk Museum of Art, and our exclusive job is Mayfair coordinators, so we do work on it almost year-round. We'll come back in August, September, slowly but surely, and then it's a lot more committed, obviously, more towards the event. But other than that, we're moms, we're wives, we're involved in other places in the community.
Okay.
We also have Mayfair shuttles too, so
Yes.
there's lots of Mayfair terminology this weekend that everybody sometimes gets confused. We've got Mayfairies that came back this year, and those are golf cart shuttles that will shuttle everybody around. Also,
For our viewers that are wanting to come down, and this is a big deal. Parking is at any special event. I don't care if it's Sun and Fun or the New York Marathon. The fact of the matter is parking is at a premium, but you've made it easy for the guests, and you shuttle people. Where can they shuttle from? And then obviously they shuttle to the lakeside thing, and then they just walk around the lake and so on.
right. Well, we have partnered with Florida Southern in using some of their parking, and so we will have Mayfair shuttles on the parking area at Florida Southern off the street Frank Lloyd Wright Way, and they can park there and hop on our shuttle, and they'll bring them right down to the show. And we also, I think people are going to be able to park downtown and use the squeeze also if they want to park in the downtown parking garages.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty incredible when you look at, you mentioned the amount of artists that'll be down here. It's a big number, and there's just a lot of different things going on entertainment-wise as well. Talk a little bit about that entertainment component that we can expect at the event.
Well, on the library lawn, we have entertainment both Saturday and Sunday, and it's community performers, dance groups, and singers. We have Miss Lakeland coming, and All Saints Academy. We have a group coming from there. And as far as entertainment as well, too, from the children's area, we do have that stilt walker who will be going throughout the whole show. And we also encourage everyone to go into the museum, as we have that as our 50th anniversary headquarters. And we have a photo booth in there, and activities for the children to do in there, and a great exhibition going on, and a curated exhibition of previous Mayfair artists that we have as permanent collection in the museum is upstairs, and we just encourage everyone to go visit that. It's a great show in there.
Yes, I mean, no shortage of things to check out at the event, obviously. A lot of different moving parts and stuff going on. If people want to get ahead of the curve, right? They want to see where these parking areas are. They want to know when the entertainment's going. Where can they go to find out this information before they get to the site?
They can go on our website at mayfairbythelake.org and find all kinds of information about entertainment, the parking, who's coming to the show. Anything you would want to know is on our website.
It's an exciting time, and I know there's people that come down here with their moms for Mother's Day. I mean, it's just an annual tradition for them. But any event that I go to, there has to be snacks. So tell us about what people can get for snacks and food and beverage. I'll be correct in the way
snacks work.
I like snacks. Yeah.
We have food trucks throughout the show. We don't have a food court per se anymore, so throughout the entire show we will have food trucks, and so even here on Child Street we'll have food trucks. A chocolate truck, by the way. Very excited about that. And then we also have snack vendors throughout the show within the artist.
Kettle corn, of course.
Oh, man.
Lemonade.
It'll be good for your dentures.
Oh, very true. Very true. Very difficult to segue out of that one. But looking at the entire scope of the event, man, this thing is going to blow away if I don't hold on to it. Looking at the entire scope of the event, it takes an army, right? I mean, it takes a village to put on something like this. How many people are involved in terms of just volunteering or helping with setup, logistics? What does that number look like?
We do not, per se, I guess, have a number, but
several hundred at least.
But it takes we have us as the coordinators, and then the museum staff helps us, the City of Lakeland Parks and Recreation, the police department, the fire department, the traffic operations department. I mean, the entire city has a hand in this, and we're so thankful for the partnership, and we all work so well together.
That's certainly evident. And if you're wondering where we're located, we covered at the beginning of the show, we're at the corner of Palmetto and Lake Morton Drive, and probably, I'd say, 225 yards from here is the Polk, maybe not that much, maybe 200.
Yeah,
is the Polk Museum of Art, which is, certainly one of those icons of Lakeland that is worth a visit. And it's one of the things, too, you can, hey, if you got a little hot during the weekend, step inside there, check out all the great artwork and the things that they have on display. And ladies, the thing about this festival, it's family friendly and it's free. So you can come down, there isn't an admission fee. You can see some great art. It's just a fantastic opportunity to bring the family down on Mother's Day, and Mom's going to love it.
Would you guys say there are some opportunities for some last-minute Mother's Day gifts that could be found
that's a good idea.
on site?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not talking about myself, of course, just in general if someone needed one, hypothetically.
Right. Bring your mother, and she can pick out her own gift.
Absolutely. Yeah, really walkable area, and it's a perfect location right between Florida Southern and downtown, so plenty of stuff to do.
I've seen that movie before, too. It works.
It does work.
You let them pick out whatever they want, get off your wallet, spend a little bit of money, and treat Mom to a great day on Lake Morton at a great event. You can't get any better than that.
I completely agree. I'm sorry.
I many words here
today. I agree with that statement. That's perfectly well said.
If you stop looking over there at Mr. Fish.
I know. You said it, and now it's staring at me. I saw the sign wink at me before. I don't know what to do.
Any inside tips? It's always great to get an inside tip from people that know the event.
We do have a partnership with a company called Removing the Barriers Initiative, and they help with accessibility issues. So we have 2 golf carts that are accessible for wheelchairs and mobility devices. So those who might not be able to walk around the whole show or do need assistance, we do have that available to assist them through the show.
Okay, well, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies. It's always a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you this weekend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this show wouldn't be this show if we didn't have some special footage from last year's Mayfaire by the Lake. Check this out. Ryan and Mark, we'll be back. Stick around.